This episode we'll be reviewing Supernatural, Season 10, Episode 3, Soul Survivor. This episode was a little disappointing, just in the fact that they got rid of Demon Dean so quickly. I was really hoping that they were going to draw it out. I was actually really disappointed too that him and Crowley, it didn't show more development between them and them hanging out, and I think there could have been a lot more room to just explore that, because it was a lot of fun seeing Dean and Crowley hanging out together and their little misadventures. So, I am disappointed that they got rid of Demon Dean so early. I'm kind of wondering if he's really gone for good, although the way the tweets and the way the actors are talking about it is that he isn't a demon anymore, and that they've solved that problem, and now the problem that they have to focus on is the Mark of Cain. So if that's true, then we're probably going to spend the rest of the season dealing with how to get rid of the Mark of Cain off his arm and the consequences of it, and how they're going to have to deal with appeasing the Mark, and all of that. Like I said, this episode kind of just wrapped everything up really neatly, which is something you generally don't want to do on the third episode of the new season. I mean, we see that Cass got his grace back, so by Crowley coming down and killing the angel and bottling it up, and which was a pretty sweet, bottle with the skull top, giving Cass the grace, even though Cass didn't want to take it. So, we solved a lot of problems this episode that maybe didn't need to be solved this episode, but I did like Dean going all shining on him, and I'm really disappointed because I really expected him to start hammering through the door and then all of a sudden go, "Here's Deanie!" But he didn't, and I had to make a Tumblr post about it instead. I'm kind of, I don't know how I feel about Hannah. I know a lot of people get agitated with the angel storyline, and I did like Crowley's little thing about why can't you angels just stay on your cloud and play your harps, and I feel like a lot of people kind of agree with his assessment. I like how that Hannah got friend-zoned by Cass. He's just like, we gotta focus on the mission, and it's like, aw, you just got friend-zoned. But since they're brother and sister, maybe they're more sibling-zoned. I was almost convinced that Hannah was going to end up giving her grace for Cass, but I guess we solved that where the renegade angel ended up being forced to give her grace. The inner workings of Hell and how Crowley is ruling Hell and how he's dealing with it, and we're not really sure quite exactly what Crowley is, because he did almost become human, so he had those tendencies, and I think that's why we feel bad for him, is because when he did become almost human, he was surrounded by all these evil demons that just couldn't enjoy it with him or help him explore it. And then he kind of had that with Dean, and then Dean, went away. That's why I really wish they would have spent some more time with them, because, he finally got his play buddy to explore humanity with. But seeing Crowley ruling Hell, and the fact that he can snap his fingers to destroy a demon is really interesting. And the punishment he's doling out and all that, I would actually look forward more to seeing how he's ruling Hell. I like the unrest with all the other demons who aren't exactly happy with his rule. I'm also wondering if Dean becoming human again means we're going to have other issues and that Abaddon is going to come back. Not quite sure yet. I guess we'll see as things go on. Some people think that Dean is faking it. I don't think he could fake it because, one, Cass would be able to see the demon face, the demon eyes, and the holy water didn't burn him. Someone mentioned, what if while trying to track down Sam he replaced the holy water with regular water? I mean, he could have, but you still have to go through the barrier of Cass. And then, I guess maybe the human blood made him so human that the demon is just so low in there. I don't know. But the way the showrunners and the writers and the actors made it sound is that they have taken care of the Demon Dean problem, and now they're just dealing with the Mark. So overall, I feel like this episode was just tying everything in a neat little bow, and they resolved a lot of problems, but it was sad because Dean, for once, had this really awesome storyline, and Sam, of course, just messed it up. So, those were my thoughts. You can list yours below, like, subscribe, and come back for more geeky videos every day.